Welcome to another podcast, a podcast that we have for the family. And whose family? What family? What is we even talking about? We talking about the Blackskins. Yes, the Blackskins. Getting back in line. Today is Friday. So today's episode is Gratitude for Food Friday. And I'm in a particular thought process about food because we got food that we must consume to eat, to live, but we also have food for thought, which is what will be brought to you today as we convey the vision of what gratitude for food in the Blackskins Nation even is. We're going to give you the outline of not just what's in my mind, but what has been jotted down. And we got it down to a science on how we want to bring an alliance between your food and your need to feed your spirit. I want you to know that I hope that this one specific area of the podcast, the gratitude, let's just start with gratitude. Are you appreciative for the fact that you're on this side of the earth? Are you appreciative that you're breathing? Are you believing that you can be achieving more and better is in store for you? Are you optimistic? Or are you looking at ways in which you can take some risks to get the things that the Creator wants you to have? Gratitude for food. Food being something that the Creator said that He would make sure that you had. He said you would be given the ability to eat, which is food. He didn't say you was going to eat dirt. So you eating food. So you can eat, drink, and be merry. So you can be positive with joy. You could have you some food and wash it down with something. It ain't always gotta be water. Some people like beer. Some people like wine. Some like liquors. But I want to focus on the food. Focus on the it's always 7 areas with us. 7 focused areas that each week we will make sure that we do our best to address until it's blessed. And every 7 weeks we'll come back again and do these 7 topics over and over again. So at the end of a year, you will get at least 7 of the same topics to reappear, readdressed, and totally blessed. So what are the 7 topics when we come to Gratitude for Food Friday? Well, topic number 1, shopping for food. Shopping for food. You're going to have to go get you some food from somewhere. Is you going to Costco, you going to Sam's, you going to Wegmans, you going to Food Line, you going to the wholesale distribution spot, you going to the restaurant depot. Where you go? Do you know who got the best deals? Who got some steals? Is you going to Lidl and Aldi so you can get all the things that you had on your list and not everything got to be in bulk? Do you have a place that you can get a benefit for going? They give you some incentive, whether it's a rewards program or coupons or a discount on things once you spend the amount of money, or you get a credit card from said company where they give you rewards for shopping, you get cash back and all of the above. How are you shopping for food? Number 2, topic 2, cooking techniques and tips. I love looking online and seeing all the different meals being prepared. People cooking food, cooking for their family, cooking for you online just so you can see them eat. Corn dog lobster tail. That was probably one of the most innovative foods that I saw somebody prepare online. Lobster tails with a stick in it. The corn dogged it and fried it up. It looked like something worthy of trying, but not just lying, making up something that just is for people to clickbait. But I'm talking about how you can demonstrate how I can cook with what I got in my kitchen. And I can get some tips from you on how I can make my chicken taste better. Show me how to do it. Everybody does it their own way. Everybody got their own means of seasoning, their own way of greasing the meat, and frying it in the pan, or boiling it, or souffling, displaying their talents, calling everybody to the table. And hopefully you can bring something to the table beyond your plate. And if you ain't got nothing, then don't be late and creating a delay for everybody else and slowing down their play. Topic number 3, eating good in the neighborhood. Yes, eat in your community. Allow those who invest in their time and energy in your area to be blessed by patronizing their establishment. Go to the restaurant in your hood if you can. Hopefully, if they ain't good, you can tell them, look, y'all got to do better. You can't just be eating bad food. That ain't part of nobody's plan. Ain't nobody put that type of degree in your hand saying that you gotta eat bad food. So if people ain't cooking good in your neighborhood, make sure that you tell them what you want, and hopefully that they supply what is in demand, because you can command the best. That's part of being blessed. Don't keep settling for less. If they gonna give you some mess, tell them I don't want it, and I want it to be better, because I want to be able to support you. I want to be able to patronize your institution. But don't be under no illusion that I'm supposed to be eating subpar food. Have a standard of greatness. So soon as somebody tastes it, they never want to waste the bite. They want to take a doggy bag home and eat the rest of it tonight. Not throwing away nothing. Keeping it all amounting to something. Topic 4, food critic reviews. If I'm going to go to you, if I'm going to eat good in your neighborhood or eat good in my neighborhood, I'm going to evaluate what I ate. I'm going to say it was great, it wasn't that good, it was juicy, it was hot, it was cold, it was food from a soul, it was food that I thought shouldn't nobody ever have to have the penalty of having to eat. I was thinking to myself, it tastes like somebody kicked it with their feet. Somebody like they put their foot in it. I don't want that. Get it out of here. But food critic reviews, I can criticize your food if it's not good. It needs to be criticized before you go out here and kill somebody. Topic 6. YAHReal grills. Oh man, some of my best meals is coming off of a smoker grill. I love using a barbecue grill, making briskets, ribs, chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers, of course, you know. But really, brisket is, ooh, when I do my brisket, it's like, ooh, man. I love doing the brisket on the grill. So, YAHReal grills, I envision that being me going to people's cookouts, and sometimes I'll be the one grilling. Sometimes I'll be just chilling and watching somebody else grill and let us talk and build while they got the meat tenderizing and caramelizing, you know. So YAHReal grills is gonna be me just going to cookouts. They gotta cook it on the grill though, you know. Green egg is acceptable, you know, but I'm a charcoal kind of guy. Hardwood, okay, we can do the wood pellets too if that's all you got. But I prefer charcoal. I like charcoal on grill. I like it should be YAHReal charcoal grills, maybe, you know. But I'm not going to discriminate against your grill. Just please don't invite me to your grill and you doing it with propane. I'm going to complain. I'm going to complain because I'm like, you ain't see the introduction to Gratitude for Food Fridays? I told you in the introduction, I don't want no grilled meats with that propane gas taste. I don't want it. So if that's what you do, I'm not knocking you. I'm not judging you. But I'm not eating it either. You got it? Okay. 6, fine wine and dining. I like some Chardonnay. I definitely like some white Zinfandel. And I'm learning that there are other wines. Burgundy and Cabernet. They be asking for all types of Pinot and whatever they got in there with bottles, you know. I like it. I like wine. I like the whole process of smelling the wine and getting aroma and pairing it with good food. Like, what's a good wine with a steak? What's a good wine with brisket? What's a good wine with a chicken biscuit? You know, you need wine. I like wine. Now, I said fine wine and dining. So this show or this topic, hopefully it'll be its own show. But this is going to be me going to the best restaurants that the DMV got to offer. And it is some fine dining in Washington, D.C. It is some fine dining on some great crab cakes and seafood in Maryland. And it is some ultra fine dining in Northern Virginia. There's so many different restaurant connoisseurs that we gonna have to see what they got in their cellar. I ain't gonna be playing no games with them. I want the best wines and I want to dine fine. So we're gonna get out here and really explore these things. I look forward, like today, I don't even know too many different wines. I haven't experienced any flights of wine. I haven't been to any wine tasting. I haven't been to any vineyards. And I'm going to tell you, over my life, the life that the Creator gave me to live, my best life, the best me, I see me going to all of these places. Fine dining establishments, wineries, country clubs, wine tasting. Hell, they could pair it with some cheese and crackers. I'll enjoy it and make sure I got the stack to pay. And I will be back to say what my reviews of the wine are. I will give you sip by sip every time it hit my lip. Like, ooh, that one went down well. It was warm, you know. So that'll be what we do for the fine wine and dining. 7. Topic 7. Oh, this is one of my favorites. It's probably one of your favorites too, whether you knew it or not, whether you do it or not. If you ain't did it, if you did do it, man, you would be happy doing it. You'll be happy doing it. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about breast brunch, best brunch, and chill with YAHReal. Man, oh my God, I can see that show. Sunday morning, going to brunch. Whoever got brunch, I want to punch the clock on it. Let's go. Take the family out to eat. Everybody put some clothes on your back and shoes on your feet and make sure we got some food for our belly. And tell me what you thought of it. But I love brunch. I love brunch buffets when they have all types of entrees and hors d'oeuvres ready and willing to serve. And I want you to be able to get a taste of the delights that they have with their great bites at these different eateries that provide brunch in the DMV. Brunch? Man, they got some great brunch. I used to go places eating brunch. They not even open anymore. I'm like, what happened? It was so great that it just couldn't sustain past the pandemic. A lot of them closed then. But since those doors closed, the way the creator rose us all to be, some saw that as an opportunity and new establishments now exist. So I'm going to take the risk for you. I'm going to get a list of every brunch spot there is. I'm going to look at the menu and see that they got what I want before I go there, because there's certain things, certain places that have excellent brunch that make you say, I have to eat that brunch. I like brunch with crab legs and juice and vegetables, mac and cheese and chicken and bacon and eggs and French toast with bananas and strawberries. And I'm just getting you hungry, I know, but at the end of the day, it's all about going to a place that have brunch the way you want it. You know, do they got some steaks on the grill that can be included with your meal? Do they got bellinis they can give out the sip so it tastes like the nectar of the gods on your lip? You know, what they got at the brunch? Do they got the game plan? You know, is it on Sunday at 1 once the NFL kickoff start off and you can watch the game while you're eating everything that you could put on your plate with some fresh watermelon and waffles from the waffle making, omelets from the station where they put whatever ingredients you want in there? I hope you hear me, because we are going to find the best brunch. We got to find it, because it's the best way to start your week off. Start your week off doing what the word told you could do. Eat, drink, and be merry. That is what I think you should use to carry yourself through circumstances that's in your control. Go get something good to eat. Next, we're going to talk about the one revolving question that we'll always try our best to answer each and every Gratitude for Food Friday. And that question is, what are ways to eat healthy to be wealthy? Now, that's saying a whole lot, So let's break this down. Ways to eat healthy. Okay, some people eat healthy. Some people's definition of eating healthy is different than others. Like, I remember as a child, my dad, he a funny guy. He would eat everything fried on the meal. I mean, he would eat everything, eating it all, eating good. Then at the end, he'd eat an apple. Like, all right, I ate something healthy. Like, I don't know if that's how it worked, but I'll tell you, it always brought a smile to my face because I would definitely get a laugh out of it. Just watching him just chow down on all kinds of clogging stuff, but then eat an apple afterwards. Like, all right, that was enough, So we need to explore ways to eat healthy all the time. Like, what do different foods do for the body? Most of the time, the food does for the body generalized things that it'll do the same for me as it do for you. But not all of our bodies process things the same. Like, I must be lactose intolerant. You give me some ice cream or you give me a good milkshake, I enjoy it, but my body won't enjoy it. My body be like, oh, why I do it again? I knew it was going to hit me. I knew it was going to have me feeling bad. I'm mad. I'm bourbon and it tastes terrible. It happens like that. Because you know what's healthy for you. Your body done already told you, this I reject, And you still go about putting it in you. I know some people that get the gout every time they eat scallops. And they still need to have some. They're like, I might not be able to walk tomorrow, but please just give me a plate of scallops. Just how we do, Like, I know I shouldn't be eating no ham like that. I eat some ham, especially country ham. Oh, my God. Country ham ain't bad. It ain't bad. But it can do your body bad if it ain't for you. You know what I mean? So we got to be able to recognize what is healthy eating for us. And then taking it one step further and saying ways to eat healthy to be wealthy. Now, to be wealthy, what does it mean to be wealthy? And that's a definition that's different for others too. Because some people's definition of wealthy is just the fact of having a lot of money, whether it's in the bank or in their pocket. I'm wealthy, but okay, you could be as wealthy as you want to be. Give him $1 billion, but take away all of his health and feel good. Make him ill and in the bed and see if he still feel happy and wealthy with that $1 billion. It ain't the same. Like, you want to have the wealth, riches, and resources with the health to be able to enjoy said resources. Food ain't worth a damn coming from a tube, You want to be able to enjoy your food. You want to be able to fellowship. You want to be able and enabled to always eat, drink, and be merry. And not have to be budgeting extremely when it comes to eating and drinking and being merry. Because you ain't going to be that merry if you want a steak, but you got to eat a corn dog. It don't go together. You want to be able to eat whatever it is your heart desire that's sanitary. And I tell you, if you can't eat what you want, how much gratitude is you going to have for the food? You better have gratitude no matter what food you get, no matter what was able to keep you preserved, whatever allowed you to survive. In your mind, everything should be like the nectar of what your creator wanted from you, the manna. What manner of thought are you bringing to whatever you trying to build on? What do you want to eat? What do you like to eat? What is the food for thought that brought you to a higher level in life, a higher sense of self? What food do you eat that make you feel good? What food do you eat when you ain't feeling good and you need to heal? What is you drinking? And if you drinking something that you shouldn't do, it had your breath stinking. It could. The only thing that's really good is when you know yourself. And when you know yourself, you know what you should and shouldn't be putting in your body. You know what's healthy for you. You know what allows you to feel your best. And if you want to be blessed, you need to have the happiness of being appreciative for being given the opportunity to live, be fruitful, and multiply. So you don't got to rely on nobody else feeding you. You are enabled and capable of feeding yourself and getting the wealth and being able to apply it to your life and be a resource to others. I talked to my little brother today, and I was happy that food for thought that was fed to him years ago and now start to go to his belly, and the nutrients from that food has helped sustain him. And I was talking to my grandmother this morning about her garden. And I remember my grandmother used to always tell me, I'm getting up and going to my garden. I would always wake up kind of later. So when I seen her, she had a little garden in the back of the house. And I used to just think to myself, what the heck is grandma talking about? She going to the garden. Ain't nothing but a little box garden. Ain't no bigger than the little space I got right here. And she in there every day. So then one day I woke up early. As soon as the sun rose, about 5:45, I get up. I see my grandma walking across the street. She had the keys to this lot and block in Brooklyn on Madison, right across the street from her house. It was an empty lot. I saw my grandma had the key and she went in there. I said, let me walk behind to see what she doing. So, I went in there. First 10 feet, it wasn't nothing to eat. It just looked like wild weeds. Then I got through that first 10 feet, and the whole rest of it was the most beautiful garden with tomatoes and cucumbers and what's that? Okra and green beans and potatoes in the ground. I mean, we went fishing in Sheepshay Bay about once a week, and we would get blackfish and pogies to eat. And she had all the vegetables and the potatoes we needed, and we was able to eat it. So I had gratitude for food from that day. And I just wanted to say thank you, because one day we'll have a farm and can deal with our own child. Hallelujah.